sorry, it started. Okay, 7. Negate each quantified statement and rewrite it in English in an alternative way. So this is multiple guess. All right. So what we have here is and all dinosaurs were carnivores. All right. In order to negate an all, you have to go to a some. So that would automatically eliminate choice D, because choice D still says all dinosaurs, and you can't have that. C says some dinosaurs, but both A and B also say there existed dinosaurs, which implies that, you know, there were some dinosaurs. So any one of those three makes sense. Then you go to the back half, which is the were carnivores, and in order to negate the were carnivores, you would say that they were not carnivores. You're going from were to were not. So answer's choice B. All right, and then number 8. Okay, that was weird. There we go. Number 8 says all squares are parallelograms. And we got another one that starts with an all squares. So you're going to have to go from all to some, and A has some squares and B has some squares, but C says all squares. Can't be that. And this one says no squares. Can't be that. And then another highlighter. Come on. The back half is R parallel. To negate an R parallelogram, you would say you are not a parallelogram. This one says are not also, but we had already eliminated choice C, and choice A still has the word R parallelogram, so it can't be A. So that would be B. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Number 9 and 10. Assuming that P represents a false statement and Q is a true, determine the truth value of each. Okay. P is a false statement. So instead of, I'm going to have the negation of P is a false statement. I'll take out the P and put the F in its place. Then we have the conjunction and then Q represents a true statement. So I'll take out the Q right here and put in a T and close it. So I took out this P and put its false, took out that Q and put its T. And now I am going to calculate this. Since there's parentheses, you must start with this first. So I'm going to be negating the result of false and true. And you can look off your handout, but hopefully you remembered at this point that on an and, it'll always be a false unless you have two T's, two trues. I don't have two trues. False and true is a false. And then I will calculate the negation of a false. And the negation of a false is a true. And that is number 9. And I'm going to use those same directions for number 10. This time we have a negation of P. Okay, so P was false. But this time there's an or on that. And then the Q is a true statement. All right, so just like before, start in the parentheses, except this time we're doing an or. Okay, so on an or, as long as there's one true, it'll be true. The only time you get a false on an or is when you have two falses. So false or true is actually a true. And now I'm going to negate the true, and when you negate a true, it becomes a false. And that's my last step. So that was problems 7 through 10.